Hello friends, welcome to BioHub once again. Today we will be starting with the chapter cell. Now if you are very new to biology and want to know about the basics of biology, you can see a video of mine which is on what is biology. You will get it on my YouTube channel. The link is given in the description. So let's start with the cell. Now what is cell? In the uh, previous chapter, flower, there also we learnt cell for a minute, right? We heard the word cell. We heard that when the zygote, right? Zygote is a cell. So we all organisms start our lives as a single cell, and that is the zygote. So zygote is also a cell. So what is cell? Cell is mainly the basic functional and structural unit of an organism. Whatever body parts we have, our hand, legs, cheeks, face, eyes, everything is made up of a cell. Whichever animal, bird, fish, plant you see around yourself in the surrounding are all made up of cells. Now cells are very minute. We cannot see them with our naked eyes. So we need something, some instrument which will magnify the structure, and thus we can verify the structure that okay, this is a cell and all. So for that we need a microscope. And in the olden days, the microscope was not there. In the very olden days, microscopes were not there. So the first microscope was invented by Antony van Leeuwenhoek. Was a simple microscope with only one lens. So he invented a simple microscope with only one lens, and he was able to observe the cells, the type of cellular structures in case of a foot of a frog, and also some single celled organisms in a water droplet. But that was not too very satisfying an experiment for discovery of a cell. So uh, he doesn't name it as a cell and all. Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke is also another scientist. He invented compound microscope. Now you may ask that what is the basic uh, difference between a simple microscope and a compound microscope. So simple microscope is made up of one lens and compound microscope is made up of two lenses. So now he invented the compound microscope and he observed a cork cell under the compound microscope. So he saw some small, tiny, small like this square or rectangular like structures there. So he thought that where have I seen these structures? He was very eager to find out that he has seen this structure, but where he couldn't means actually recall those structures. Then he recalled that he had seen those, those missionaries or churches where the monks lived. They live in small rooms. Okay, there are many rooms in a row, and they are called cell. Those rooms are called cell. From there only he gave the name cell to that structure. And then cell, the thing cell, whole, means cell is a very important thing in biology, right? You learn zoology, you learn botany, whatever you learn, you need cell because it's a very basic thing you need to know about in this subject. So cell came in our life, and then it started about what is cell, its characteristics, and then all the experiments started. So some few characteristics of cell, if I say that cell is the basic and structural unit, basic structural and functional unit of an organism. It can act independently. It doesn't depend on any other substance or like that. It can independently act. Anything it can do, it can independently act. If a cell gets worn out, okay, say if our hand gets cut or gets injured, a small cut, or you can see after some days it will repair by its own only. If you have noticed the lizards, you will see the lizards, the tail of the lizards, when the tail gets injured, the tail can again grow, it regrows, the tail of the lizard regrows. So that is what the cell does actually. Whenever it's the injured or worn out cells, it gets repaired again. So there are very important characteristics of cell which is there. Okay, so cell is capable, that is a very important, you can say that it's a very important function of a cell, because cell has to divide. Okay, say one cell is here, it will divide to form two cells, then two cells will divide to form four cells. So this is how it divides, and cell together forms a tissue. Many tissues together forms an organ, and many organs together form an organ system, and all the organ system together contribute to form an organism. Now cells are of different shapes, sizes. These are very common, very basic things. Now shape, let's come to the shape first. Cells are of various shapes. First come to the irregular shape. For example, in amoeba, if you see the picture of amoeba, then it is irregular. Now come to the cell which are oval shaped. Oval shaped cell, for example, in Chlamydomonas. There are some oblong shaped cells, for example in Paramecium. There are some elongated cells, as in our muscle fibers and the muscle cells, and there are some thread like cells as our nerve cells. And size, if you say, cells are measured in micrometer or micron. The smallest cell is of 0.2 micron to 0.5 micron, whereas the egg which we eat, the egg of an ostrich, these are very larger cells. And cell and organism, it can be unicellular as well as multicellular. Unicellular organism as in amoeba, Chlamydomonas, Paramecium, and multicellular as we humans or whatever animals you see, birds. All the unicellular, which is say for example amoeba, Paramecium, these cannot be seen with the naked eyes. So today's video was about a small introduction to cell, so that you can understand about what cell is. Next video I will be coming about a very important part of the chapter cell, that is the structure of cell, and that is very important even in the both the plants and the animals. So goodbye, take care. If you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section, and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. So thank you, goodbye.